Hello. Good evening. Good evening, Coach Connie, Queen of the Tweens and Teens. And I just wanted to say I'm going to talk tonight about those two words that make a lot of people break out in hives. And especially when talking to my black and brown parents, you especially are going to know what I'm talking about. But for 3+ decades, I have joyfully worked with the age group that most people would run away from, the tweens and the teens. When we say tweens and teens, we are really speaking about like that age group between like 11 and 19 years old. They have been my joy and my life for 3+ decades. And so I've learned a thing or two. I'm also a parent to two lovely young men. So I've experienced the tweens and teens. I've worked with the tweens and teens, and I've studied, researched, and gotten licensed in working with the tweens and teens. So I kind of have a three-prong information base when it comes to that age group. And so they are fascinating to me. And so, one of the things that I think as parents, we really need to slow down and think about is the fact that as our children get older, we are going to have to, if we want healthier, more authentic, more peaceful, more effective, more productive relationships with our young people, we're going to have to slow down a bit and think about these two words, as I alluded to earlier, that make a lot of parents break out in hives, get a little scratchy, a little itchy. When you, as a parent, are told that you might be in a position where you have to be the F bomb. And I'm not talking about the 4-letter F bomb. I'm talking about flexible. Yes, where you, parent, you, sis, where you have to be flexible in regards to something that your child is going through. The other word that might give you a hive streak down your arm is you, yes, adult, yes, parent, yes, you may have to compromise every once in a while. See, here's the thing. When our children are toddlers, when they are babies, we have to be very parameter setting, very heavy handed with our guiding, very directive. One, because they don't have the knowledge base to make appropriate decisions. And two, our nerves couldn't take it. If we just watched our toddler walking around in a free fall, touching everything, getting the scissors, running around the dining room table with the pen clenched in their hand, we couldn't take it. We would literally have heart attacks if we didn't provide parameters and guides for our younger children. But sis, as our children reach the ages of 15, 16, 17, and not only have they reached the chronological age, they have proven themselves to be good stewards of their time, of their decision making, right? As they have proven that either they are doing better in these departments than they have before, or they have a pretty solid track record of making great decisions and being good stewards of their time, then we have to begin to loosen the reins a bit, because that is what's going to help to shape your tween and teen into the young adult that they need to be. For example, time honored argument or a time honored frustration point in most households at least once in the life cycle of a tween or teen: the bedroom. The sometimes junky, sometimes disgusting, sometimes smelly, sometimes chaotic bedroom of your tween and teen or teen, right? When they are 8, 9 years old, sometimes we come after the getting the room clean with a heavy-handed approach. Get upstairs and clean your room. I'm not asking any questions. Get upstairs and clean that cesspool, right? We're very directive, right? As our children get a little older, we may have a scholar that has a job, works outside the home, part-time job. They may be on a sports team. They may be on the debate club, meaning they have other things that are vying for their attention and their time. And let's say in the midst of all this, they've been doing some late night, all-nighter studying, and their room looks a mess because they were looking for the good pens, right? And looking for the lucky shirt so they could write this paper and get this good grade. And so the room is a mess. And you open the door and you see the mess. And your first instinct is to blow a gasket because I just didn't raise you like that. You're too old for that. Who lets their room get this way? Right? All the things that make you lean back like you are like you are on a set of Friday. Damn, when you see that room and it's looking crazy, right? How about this? How about instead of launching into a diatribe or argument, how about you have the conversation? Because generally your teen has proven themselves to be good stewards of their time and good decision makers. That's not to say they're going to be perfect at either all the time. Joe, your room. What's up with the room? What are we doing? You know you have a busy weekend coming up. What are we doing about this room? Because you know this room has to be taken care of. So how are we taking care of the room? Who knows? Joe may say, yeah, I plan to get to it. I just need to finish this paper and then I'm going to clean my room. I just need to finish the paper, go to school, come back home, and then I'm going to do the room before I go out to the football game, right? Sometimes, again, if your teen has proven to be a good steward with his or her time, if they've proven to be good decision makers, it's okay to be flexible. It's okay to compromise. The compromise, you may have wanted to reenact the scene from Tom and Jerry and get the cast iron skillet and go up against some heads because that room looked crazy, right? Come on now. Y'all know I'm not too far off the mark, right? But there's a more effective way, and that way involves compromise, right? This is what needs to happen. This is a window for it happening. What you got? What can you commit to doing within this window that needs to be done, that should have been done before? How can we compromise, right? And you don't have to use the C word with your child. You don't have to say, I'm going to compromise with you, right? No, it's not about, I'm going to humble myself. I'm going to compromise with it. It's just a really natural conversation. And it gets natural from repetition. It gets natural from doing the thing. That's the only way things become comfortable to us. If we, do them over and over, or if we accept them as logical, make sense pieces of information. That's the thing that makes something become more comfortable. So again, I'm going to leave you with those 2 words that make most Black parents break out in hives and a cold sweat: compromise and flexibility. I promise you, they will not lead you down the road to perdition. And your tweens and teens will grow up to be more responsible and better decision makers if they're allowed to learn how to compromise and be flexible. Take care, parents. I so look forward to seeing you again And also remember, if anything I've said this evening strikes a chord, makes you say, made you giggle a bit, please go to my homepage, click on the link. I am so ready to be in daily communication with you, right? Let me shower you with the inspiration that you need to be the best parent you can be. Take care.